lot of runs, batters got hundreds and stuff like that. But yeah, look, this game, I'm not going to look too much into this game and start worrying about little things. But every batter who's out there or who's playing for this team wants to get runs and wants to get big runs and get the team to good place. Just that sometimes it happens where you're trying everything you can from your side, it just doesn't happen. And I can see guys are putting a lot of effort in their plans, in what they want to do. There's been a lot of conversation around that within the group, which is what I will be looking into. How are we planning? How are we talking within ourselves? And what are our plans, mindset while playing a test match? Guys getting out, that happens everywhere, not just in India. Every team gets out, guys go through a bad form, and all of those things happens a lot. Not just, like I said, not in India, but everywhere else as well. So rather than looking too much into it, just our focus will be now how we can come out on top in Brisbane and try and see how we can do things better.
Well, it was a pretty spicy confrontation yesterday between Mohammad Siraj and Travis Head. What did you make of it?
It was interesting. I don't know. I was standing at the slips. I don't know what was exchanged, but two competitive teams are going at each other. These things happen. Travis was batting well. Obviously, our plan was to get him out, and on the other side, Travis wanted to try and put our bowlers under pressure, and we got the wicket. He celebrated it. There were obviously a few words changed within the two of them. I exactly don't know what was said because my job is not just to look at that one incident. I'm focused on the overall picture or the overall test match. But again, I don't think we can look too much into that. When India and Australia always play, these things happen, and these are now just part of the game.
Rohit, can you explain your reasons why you decided not to have any more open net sessions?
Sorry?
The open net sessions that you had with the public being close to the nets the other night, what was the decision from the
Let's talk about the test right now.
I didn't say it. No, let me say it. It's fine.
Open night session.
Oh yeah, just interested to hear.
Well, the net sessions are very private, and this was the first time ever I saw so many people during the nets. And when you're training, when you're practicing, there has been a lot of conversation that happens, and those conversations are very private. We don't want anyone to hear those conversations. It is as simple as that, because there's a lot of planning, there's a lot of talking that happens, and the crowds are very close to that practice facility. There's 5 days of test cricket, they can come and watch it.
Just wanted to ask another question about Siraj. Like, obviously you work with him as a captain quite a bit. Like, when do you think he's at his best in terms of the temperament? Like, do you think he bowls better when he's fired up or when he's calm?
Yeah, I mean, he likes to get into the battle. As simple as that. It gives him success. And as a captain, it's my job, to back that aggression. Obviously, there is a fine line between that. We don't want to cross anything that can bring dispute into the game. But obviously, having a word or two with the opposition is not a bad thing, and he likes it. And that's what gets him going. In the past, we've seen so many cricketers who likes that battle, and Siraj is definitely one of them. But again, like I said, there's a thin line between getting aggressive and getting too aggressive and crossing that line. Obviously, as a captain, it is also my responsibility to make sure that we don't cross the line. But yeah, a word or two here and there, I don't think makes a huge difference.
And just quickly, after the exchange between him and Travis last night, the crowd got into it. He was booed a lot. Maybe he'll get booed potentially the rest of the series. Like, do you think that has any effect, or is it just washed over at one?
I don't think it matters too much. All our guys are used to playing in such big crowds. Things go well, they support. Things don't go well, they don't support. That happens everywhere. But Siraj knows what he needs to do for the team, and he will do everything that is required. Leaving the external factor aside, his job is to take wickets, and he will do everything he can to try and get wickets for his team. All those things that happens outside, guys are quite mature now to keep those things outside, not to let them affect their game. So Siraj is one of them.
Yeah, Perth first day and then here 2 innings. When the ball moves around a bit, the runs haven't come from India. So what would the philosophy, when people have tried defending also, like you, Kohli, everybody got out, and some of hit also. Is there a plan that you would like to see from you and from other teams, from your other teammates, in this sort of conditions, to do it differently? Something is there, or what should be the approach when the ball moves?
Look, there are a lot of things that gets discussed when the conditions are challenged or challenging. But I don't want to disclose too much about, because it's a very private conversation that we actually do with the players, and the players come up with their plans. And when things are tough, there are many guys who have been in that place where there has been challenge and we've come out on top as well. Perth was the best example recently. Yes, we got bowled out for 100 runs in the first innings. With that mindset, there was possibly a chance for us to get bowled out again for a lower score. But again, this is what shows about the team, that the team is quite keen to make the difference, and whatever challenges are there and the conditions are tough, we want to battle it out there, stay out there, and grind it out. That's what Jaiswal and KL did, to get that 200 run partnership. It was not just trying and swinging the bat. KL especially played more than 200, close to 200 balls to get his 70, and Jaiswal as well, knowing his aggressive nature, how he wants to bat. He batted 300 balls to get those 150 runs. So, yeah, these are the things where, like I said, we've been in the place where it has been challenging. We've been bowled out, but then again we've left it behind and then started thinking what we can do in the next innings, and that shows what we did in Perth. We just left the baggage of the first innings there, and then we started the second innings really fresh and got those big runs.
Oh, really? Rohit, just on Jasprit Bumrah, when you have a bowler like him, it looked like often there was a different game when he had the ball in his hand. How much do you have to think about being in the present, and also about the 3 tests to come, especially with such a short gap between this one and Brisbane?
Yeah, right now I won't be thinking about Sydney at all. We need to think about what we can do in Brisbane. And yeah, look, it's a great thing to have someone like Bumrah, but he's not the only one who's going to get the job done every time. The other guys have to take that responsibility. And Siraj, especially, along with Bumrah, when he got those 4 wickets as well, the responsibility was shared, and that is what we look forward to. There are times where Bumrah will not get wickets, and the other guys needs to step in, and that's how we talk within our batting group as well. XYZ will not get runs every time. The other guys need to come to the party and share the responsibility, and that's what everyone understands as well. It's not about just one individual or 2 individual. If you want to win the test match or series, everyone needs to share that responsibility of putting their hand up and getting the job done for the team. And that's something that I've seen within the group for many years now. It's not the case now, but it's always nice to have few guys sharing that responsibility.
Rohit, is there any chance of, since you're saying that everybody needs to step in, any chance of Shami being called in for the last 2 test matches, or maybe in Brisbane, because he has been playing regularly in domestic cricket and Ranji Trophy too, and the last time Syed Mushtaq Ali, he played more 5 or 6 matches in the last 8 or 9 days, has been bowling well. Is there any chance of team management asking him to come for the reminder of the series, or maybe for the last 2 test matches?
No, definitely. That door is very much open. But we're just monitoring him because while playing Syed Mustaq Ali, he again got some swelling in his knee, which obviously hampers his preparation to come and play a test match. We want to be very, very careful. We don't want to bring him here in a situation and he plays and then he pulls up sore or something happens. We want to be more than 100% sure with him, because it's been such a long time that he's not played. And to be fair to him, we don't want to put pressure on him to come here and do the job for the team. So there are some professionals who are monitoring him.
BCCI medical team is monitoring.
Yes, of course, they are there with him, and we will take the call based on what those guys feel there, because they are the ones watching him every game, how he pulls up after the game, after bowling 4 overs, standing for 20 overs. So we just have to be very, very careful. But again, like I said, that door is very much open for him to come and play anytime.
We'll just take 2 questions in Hindi now. That's it.
रोहित आकाशदीप को हमने देखा नेट्स में काफी अच्छी बॉलिंग कर रहे थे, लाइक स्टार्ट की जैसी लाइनिंग लेंथ थी किसी तरीके से। आपको लगता है कि कहीं मतलब अगर वो टीम में होते तो जो फर्क पड़ता है राणा की जगह?
नहीं, देखिए, राणा ने कुछ गलत नहीं किया था फर्स्ट टेस्ट मैच में। उन्होंने जो भी किया काफ़ी अच्छा किया, क्रूशल ब्रेक थ्रूज जब चाहिए थे टीम को उन्होंने दिलाया। मैं बिलीव करता हूँ कि अगर किसी ने कुछ गलत नहीं किया है तो उसको बिना किसी रीज़न के बाहर नहीं किया जाता, और करना भी नहीं चाहिए, क्योंकि टीम में फिर क्या कॉन्फिडेंस ज़्यादा है कि आप एक मैच मुझे देते हो, दूसरा मैच बाहर कर देते हो। ये किसी भी प्लेयर के लिए और या किसी भी टीम के लिए ये चीज़ अच्छी नहीं है, ऐसा मैं समझता हूँ। हमको देखना चाहिए कि क्या सिचुएशन है और कितना हेल्पफुल है कंडीशंस। बट देखिए, एक मैच खिला के किसी को जज करना इज़ नॉट द राइट थिंग। बट देखिए, ऑप्शंस हम हमेशा ओपन रखते हैं किसी भी प्लेयर को खेलने के लिए, क्योंकि यहाँ पे ये टेस्ट मैच हमें जीतना है, और इस टेस्ट मैच को जीतने के लिए अगर ऐसी चेंजेस करने पड़े तो हम करेंगे। बट मुझे लगा कि उसने कुछ गलत किया नहीं है, तो उसे बिना कोई रीज़न के बाहर करना कोई मतलब नहीं बनता। और वो जो प्रैक्टिस मैच भी खेले उसमें भी उसने आगे 3-4 विकेट लिए, वो अच्छे रिदम में लग रहे थे। ठीक है, हो जाता है कभी कभी, जो चाहिए टीम को वो नहीं हो पा रहा है। अच्छे बैट्समैन के सामने आ गए, उन्होंने प्रेशर डाला उसके ऊपर, पर उसके पास दिल है, उसके पास जिगर है, तो ऐसे चीज़ों को बैक करना चाहिए।
फाइनल वन।
रोहित, आपने बुमराह की बात की। बुमराह इस सीरीज में आउटस्टैंडिंग दिख रहे हैं। अगर उनके आंकड़े भी देखें तो अकेले बुमराह का जो आंकड़ा है पूरे इंडियन अटैक का लगभग बराबर है। तो ऐसे कैप्टन आपके लिए डिलेमा होती है कि भाई मैं कब उसको यूज करूँ, 5 टेस्ट मैच की सीरीज है, बचाना भी है, जरूरत है। इसको कैसे आप हैंडल कर रहे हैं बुमराह की जहाँ तक बात है?
नहीं, देखिए, मैं जैसे जैसे उनका स्पेल होता है मैं बात करता हूँ उनसे, पूछता हूँ कि बॉडी कैसा फील हो रहा है, फ्रेश है नहीं है, क्योंकि 5 मैच का सीरीज है जैसे आपने बताया, और 5 मैच की सीरीज में हम चाहते हैं कि बुमराह सारे मैचेस खेले और फ्रेश रहे। तो इम्पोर्टेंट हो जाता है कि ये सब चीज़ एनालाइज करना, जब एक आप टेस्ट मैच खेल रहे हो जिसमें बॉलर बॉलिंग डाल रहे हैं, कितना वर्कलोड होता है, कितना नहीं होता है, ये सब चीज़ मैनेज करना ज़रूरी हो जाता है। तो ये भी चीज़ जैसे जैसे मैंने बताया कि हमारे पास डॉक्टर्स है, फिजियोज है,